Okay, good morning. Feet shoulder width apart, so straight forwards. And bring your hands up and gently tap just below the collarbone. Hmm. And middle of sternum. And side the reps. And swing your arms. Loose and relaxed as always. Loose and relaxed as you can. So for those of you that take classes with me locally at the Park District, Lombard, Villa Park, Bensonville, Bloomingdale, Roselle, Wooddale. The chances that the June, July session is going to happen is very, very slim. I think the Park District are in a state of confusion really about what's going on. Not their fault, they're just uncertain times. So just make sure that you're on my email list and keep an eye on my Google Calendar. My Google Calendar is the easiest way to get the most up-to-date information. I keep that absolutely up to date. So at the moment, we're in a state of who knows. Good. And allow your arm to come to a rest. And turn your waist, let your arms swing on. Loose and relax. Good. Now bring the hands in. Small the hand on the back. Small the back on the back hand. And inside the shoulder on the front hand. Good. And take the hands out. And bring your waist to a rest. Head to one shoulder, roll it down and around to the shoulder. Without tilting it back, bringing it across the top. Exhale as you go around. Inhale across. Exhale. Inhale. One more. And change direction. Head to the shoulder. Roll it down around to the shoulder without tilting it back. Bringing it across the top. Exhale as you go around. Inhale across. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Bend your knees, let your arms hang down and roll your shoulders. Good, change direction. And one more. Straighten up. Rubbing your hands together. Rest. Forearms. Elbows. Interlace your fingers. Roll your wrists. And change direction. Fire truck. And push one wrist up and then the other. And nod. Rub the palms. Hands on the small of your back. Keep your head still, your head upright. Gently circle your way. and change direction. One more. And if you choose, you can bring your feet closer together and circle your tailbone. And change direction. And one more. Bring your feet as close together as you're safe and comfortable. Rub your palms again. And rub your knees. Reach behind, rub the backs of your knees. Good, and gently pat your knees. Good, rest your hands above your knees, gently bend and straighten. One more. Straighten up. And keeping the toes on the floor or picking the foot up as you're comfortable. Roll your ankle. Change direction. Good, tap the ball of that foot on the floor. Change feet. And roll your ankle. Change direction. Good, and tap the ball of that foot on the floor. So this morning we're going to do the 7-star Tai Chi form. So remember, this is a sequence of 7 movements that's taken from the 24 posture short form, and it's been adapted to make this accessible to more people so that you can do this sat down as well as standing up. So it has similarity to the 8-step form, but this time instead of turning, we're just going out on a 45-degree angle to each side. So if you're standing, you're obviously going to step. If you're sat down, you're just going to put that foot out, okay? The other adaptation is if you are sitting, you obviously can't turn your waist. So you're going to turn your shoulders, okay? And your seat will stay on the chair. One is not better than the other, okay? If you're standing, you're going to get work with your weight control, your balance control, your shifting and turning. With sitting down, you're actually going to get a really nice internal organ massage as you twist the shoulders off the pelvis. That's one of the advantages of doing that. In Tai Chi Chuan, we don't do that very often, okay? But in Qigong, we do it every so often. But in this one, if you're sat down, you get this very nice organ massage from side to side, and your internal organs appreciate that. Okay, so make sure that you realize that sitting is no better than standing. It is no worse than standing. It just changes the benefits a little bit. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go through this a few times because it doesn't take very long to do. So we're going to go the introductory movement, brush, knee, and push. We're going to go to the left and the right. We're going to do passing the wild horse's mane to the left, to the right. Then we're going to do wave hands like clouds standing in place. Then we'll do fair maiden passes the shuttle to the right, to the left, grasping the sparrow's tail to the right, to the left, and then we will close with cross arms. So those are our 7 movements, okay? All right, so feet shoulder width apart, toes straight forwards, back up straight, head up tall, knees just a little relaxed, so there's a little bit of movement in. So the introductory movement. So your hands float up to the height of your shoulders, and as your hands sink down, your legs are going to bend. Good. Now shift your weight to the right foot, bring your right hand on top of your ball, your left hand underneath. Step out with the left foot on a 45-degree angle. Your left hand is going to be palm down. You're going to shift and turn to the left hand brushes the knee, and the right hand pushes. From there, shift and turn to the right foot. Bring the left foot in. As you shift and turn to the left foot, change your hands. Step out with the right foot to the corner. As you shift and turn to the right foot, the right hand brushes the knee, and the left hand pushes. Good. Passing the wild horse's mane. So shift and turn to the left foot. Bring the right hand on top of your ball as you bring the right foot in. Bring the left hand underneath as you shift your weight to the left. To the right foot. Step out with the left to the corner again. And this time your hands change as you shift and turn to the left foot. Good. Shift and turn to the right foot. Bring the left foot in, left hand on top of your ball. Shift your weight to the left foot. Bring the right hand underneath. Step out with the right foot. Hands change as you shift and turn to the right foot. Good. So shift and turn to the left foot. Bring the right foot in. Good. Now settle in the center. Shift and turn to the right. Hands change on the right side. So left hand is on top. Turn to your left. Hands change. Turn to your right. Hands change. Turn to your left. Now, shift your weight onto the left foot. Make your big ball. Step the right foot out to the corner. We're doing fair maiden now. As you shift and turn to the right, bring the right hand over the head and drive the left hand on that 45-degree angle. Shift and turn to the left, bring the right hand down, bring the right foot in. Bring the left hand underneath as you shift your weight to the right foot. Step out with the left foot. Shift and turn, bringing the left hand up over the head, driving that right hand on the 45-degree angle. Good. Shift and turn to the right foot, bring the left hand on top. Bring the left foot in, shift your weight to the left foot, bring the right hand underneath. Step out to the right corner for parting the wall, grasping the sparrow's tail. Hands change as you shift and turn to the right foot. Turn your belly button to the left foot. That turns your right hand palm down, left hand palm up. Shift your weight to the left foot. Pull your hands down. Bring your right hand up. Bring your left hand up to support it. Shift and turn to the right foot. Reach the left hand over. Separate. Shift your weight back. Roll your hands over your ball. Bring your hands down underneath. Shift forwards. Push up and away. Good. Shift and turn to the left foot. Bring the right hand on top. Bring the right foot in. Shift your weight to the right foot. Bring the left hand underneath. Step out to the corner again. Hands change as you shift and turn to the left corner. Turn your belly button to the right foot. Again, your hands turn over. Left hand palm down, right hand palm up. Shift your weight to the right foot. Your hands drop down. Bring the left hand up. The right hand comes up to support it. Shift and turn to the left foot. Reach the right hand over. Separate. Roll back over your ball. Bring your hands down underneath. Shift forward. Push it up and away. Good. From there, shift your weight to the right foot. Bring the hands open to the sides. Bring the left foot in. Settle in the center. Good. Now your left hand comes up, followed by the right. Separate your hands at your chin, palms down, fingertip to fingertip. And bring your hands all the way down to the sides. And there we go. All right. So there is a lot in this form. You'll see that all of the movements have this shifting and turning to the corners. And in the last one, you've got this backwards and forwards. So it takes a little bit of getting used to this sequence. All right. So let's do it again. Shoulder width apart. So your hands float up to the height of the shoulders. Sink down. Shift your weight to the right foot. Bring the right hand on top. Left hand palm down in front of the belly button. Step out to the left corner. Left hand brushes the knee. And the right hand pushes. Shift and turn. To the right. Bring the left hand on top. Left foot in. Right hand comes underneath as you shift to the left. Whoop, palm down. Step out with the right. Right hand brushes the knee. And the left hand pushes. Shift and turn to the left. Bring the right hand on top of your ball. Bring the right foot in. Shift your weight. Bring the left hand underneath. Now this time you make your ball. Step with the left. Hands change as you shift and turn to the left. Shift and turn to the right foot. Bring the left hand on top. Bring the left foot in. Shift to the left foot. Bring the right hand underneath. And step to the corner. Hands change as you shift and turn to the left foot. Bring the right foot in. Right hand's on top. Turn to your right. Hands change. Turn to your left. Hands change. Turn to your right. Hands change. Turn to your left. Good. Shift your weight to the left. Make your big ball. Step out with the right foot. Fair maiden. Right hand comes up over the head. Left hand drives to the corner. Shift and turn to the left. Bring the right hand on top. Bring the right foot in. Left hand comes underneath as you shift your weight. Step out to the left corner. Left hand comes up over the head. Right hand drives to the corner. Shift and turn. Bring the left hand on top. Bring the left foot in. Shift the weight. Bring the right hand underneath. And step out with the right foot. Hands change. Turn the belly button. Palms turn over. Shift your weight. Your hands drop down. Left hand presses on the right wrist as you shift and turn. Reach the right left hand over. Separate. Roll back over your ball. Bring your hands down underneath. Shift forwards. Push up and away. Shift and turn to the left foot. Right hand on top. Right foot comes in. Shift your weight to the right foot. Left hand underneath. And step out to the corner. Hands change as you shift and turn. Turn your belly button. Pull back. Your hands drop down. Right hand presses on the left wrist. Reach over. Separate. Roll back. Push up and away as you shift forward. Open your hands as you shift to the right foot. Bring the left foot in. Settle in the center. Left hand comes up, followed by your right to the height of the chin. Separate. Press down, all the way down to your center, down to the legs, and to the sides, and straighten. Okay. So there are consistencies to this form that can help you. Okay. So if we think about our first move, the introductory movement goes into brush, knee, and push. If you are stepping out with your left foot, your right hand is always on top. Okay? You do your brush, knee, and push. So when you come back, the left foot is out. Wherever your left hand is, it's going to come on top of your ball. That always happens in this form. Whatever happens to your right hand in this one, as you shift your weight to the left foot, that hand is going to come in. Whether it's making your ball on 3 of the moves, or in brush, knee, and push, it's palm down. It's always the same. And then you step out. Okay? So whichever foot comes in, that hand is going to be on top of your ball. When you shift your weight, whichever foot you shift your weight to, the other hand is going to be on the bottom. That's all the same for all 4 movements. Brush, knee, and push, parting the wild horse's mane, fair maiden passes a shuttle, and grasping the sparrow's tail. So all 4 have that in common. You just have to remember better whether your hand needs to be palm down on the first brush, knee, and push. Okay, so there's definitely some consistency that you can remember. If my foot's coming in, wherever my hand is, it's going to be on top. If I'm shifting my weight to a foot, my other hand is going to be on the bottom, always. Okay. The number of times you do parting the wild horse's mane in the middle, it really doesn't matter how many times you do that. Okay. All right. So let's do that again. So shoulder width apart, toes straight forward, back up straight, head up tall, arms relaxed. So your hands float up to the height of your shoulders. Your hands sink down and your knees back. Shift your weight to the right foot. So that means the right hand is going to be on top. Means the left hand is going to be underneath. Left hand is on the bottom, so the left foot steps out. Shift and turn to the left foot, brush the knee and push. Shift and turn to the right foot. Left foot is coming in, that means the left hand is going to be on top. Shifting the weight to the left foot, that means the right hand is going to be on the bottom. Right hand is on the bottom, that means we step with the right foot. And we brush the knee and push. So we shift and turn to the left. So the right foot is coming in, the right hand is on top. Shifting the weight to the right foot, that means the left hand is underneath. Left hand underneath means we're stepping with the left. Hands change for parting the wild horses. Shift and turn to the right, so left foot is coming in, left hand is on top. Shifting the weight to the left foot, right hand is underneath, right hand is underneath, means the right foot steps out, hands change. Shift your way back, bring the left foot in. Bring the right foot in. Turn to your right, hands change. Left hand is on top, turn to the left, hands change. Turn to the right, change, turn to the left. Good, now make your big ball. Right hand comes underneath, means you step out with the right. Bear maiden passes a shuttle, bring the right hand up over the head, drive the left hand to the corner. Shift and turn to the left. Right foot is coming in, that means the right hand is on top. Shift to the right, that means the left hand is underneath. Left hand is underneath, that means you're stepping with the left. Bring the left hand up over the head as you drive the right hand to the corner. Shift and turn to the right. Left foot is coming in, that means the left hand is on top. Shifting to the left means the right hand is underneath. Right hand is underneath means you step to the right. Hands change for grasping the sparrow's tail. Turn the waist. Palms turn over. Shift the weight back. Left hand presses on the right wrist. Reach over. Separate. Roll back. Shift forwards. Push up and away. Shift your weight back. Right hand is on top. Right foot comes in. Shifting the weight to the right means the left hand is underneath. Left hand underneath means you step with the left. Hands change. Turn your belly button. Pull back and your hands drop down. Right hand presses on the left wrist as you shift and turn to the left foot. Reach the hands over. Separate. Roll back. Shift forwards. Push up and away. Shift your weight back. Open the hands to the sides. Bring the left foot in. Settle in the center. Left hand comes up, followed by the right. Separate the hands out. Press down to your center. And then bring the hands down to the sides. And straighten up. Good. All right. Let's add some breathing to this. If you're ready for breathing, think about the breathing. If you're not ready for the breathing, that's okay. Just keep doing the physical aspect of it. The breathing in most of these sequences usually lags behind the physical movement. That is perfectly normal. If you're learning something like the 24 posture form, your breathing coordination may lag 12 to 24 months behind the physical movement, okay? Just keep breathing. That's the most important thing, okay? So Feet shoulder width apart, toes straight forwards, back up straight, head up tall. Good. So we inhale as the hands float up. Exhale as the hands sink. Inhale as we shift to the right, bring the right hand on top. Exhale as we step to the left, brush the knee and push. Inhale as we come back. Exhale as we step to the right to brush the knee and push. Inhale as we come back. Shift the weight. Exhale as we step to the left. Inhale as we shift to the right. Exhale as we step to the right. Inhale as we come back. Shift to the right. Exhale as we shift to the right. Hands change. Inhale as we turn to the left. Change. Exhale as we turn to the right. Change. Inhale as we turn to the left. Shift the weight to the left, make a ball. Exhale as we step out for fair maiden. Inhale as we come back. Make your big ball. Exhale as we step to the left. Inhale as we come back. Exhale as we step to the right. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, left hand presses on the right. Reach over. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, push up. And inhale as you come back. Make a ball. Exhale as you step. Hands change. Turn. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, right hand presses on the left. Reach over, separate. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, push up and away. Inhale, shift back. Open the hands, bring them down. And up. And exhale, press. Good. All right. So it does take a bit of getting used to. Right. So let's try that one more time. Inhale, float up. Exhale, sink. Inhale, make a ball. Exhale, step and brush. Inhale, make a ball. Exhale, step. Inhale, make a ball. Exhale, step. Inhale, make a ball. Exhale, step. Inhale, shift back. Exhale to the right. Change. Inhale to the left. Change. Exhale to the right. Change. Inhale. Make your ball again. Shift the weight. Step with the right as you exhale. Shift and turn. Inhale as you come back. Make a ball. Exhale as you step. Shift and inhale as you make a ball. Exhale as you step. Much more to grasping the sparrow's tail. Turn. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, press forward. Roll over. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, push up. Inhale, come back. Make a ball. Exhale and step. Turn your belly button. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, right hand presses on the left. Reach over, separate. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, push up. And inhale as you come back. Now, if you wanted to, you could put an exhale here as your hands come down. Inhale as the hands come up. Exhale as the hands press. Good. Right. So this is not a traditional form. This is one that I've developed myself through people that are seated wanting to do more of a Tai Chi Chuan exercise. So there is flexibility with this, and it does grow a little bit. So there is the flexibility that if you're really comfortable with it, when you do wave hands like clouds, you can actually step on this one as well, and you can do these side to side steps if you want. Okay. Let me unmute you a little early to see if there are any questions about that there.
No, huh? I'm in my condo. I was just on another call when you called.
Any questions about?
I love doing Tai Chi. Thank you, thank you.
John,
I don't remember.
I have a question.
Hey.
Yeah.
So if you were going to sit and do this, so you're trying to get some of the
Okay. Yeah.
massage?
But as long as I have, you talk about carpet cleaning at all? Oh, okay. And did I mention too the price had gone up like $2? Yeah, I did. We talked about that.
Whoever's talking about carpet cleaning, can you mute yourself, please?
But probably not.
Sorry, the question about if you're doing this seated.
We're going to have to officially approve it at the next board meeting.
Hold on a minute.
But you're okay with the price going up $2 for the cleaning and then extra?
Looks like it's Terry S.
Okay.
There we go.
So
there we go. Okay, so the question about if you're doing it seated. Yeah, so if you're seated, your foot's going to step out and you're going to be turning. Okay,
Ready.
So you can't shift your weight and turn with your pelvis. So you're just going to turn. Okay, and then you bring it back. You put the other foot out, and you're going to turn. Now, when you get to grasping the sparrow's tail, you would have made your ball. You would have stepped. You would have turned. Then you're going to turn, pull back, press, reach over, roll back, push up and away, and turn the shoulders. Okay? So basically you substitute your shoulders for your pelvis. Okay? And then your pelvis being stuck on the seat will stay still and your shoulders will move. Okay, and then that will give you the massage and the manipulation of the organ.
So,
your question?
yeah, so one of the things, so if you're like, could slip where, you're on a slippery chair, should you try to keep still so that you get that massage? Or should you go ahead and turn because your hiney twists on the chair?
Well, ideally, you wouldn't be sat on a shiny chair. Okay, if there's if there's a risk of you sliding off the chair, maybe it's not the best chair to be using. Okay, so if you are in like a folding chair, you want to be sat on the chair, not sat on the edge of the chair.
Ah, okay.
Be sat firmly on the chair.
All right.
Okay, because if you don't sit on the edge of the chair.
Okay.
Just no. You want, your priority in doing all this your first priority is you keep yourself safe and comfortable. Okay, and so if you're doing some of these exercises sat down, you want to make sure that you are on a stable surface. You want to make sure that you're on a solid surface and that you are really connected to that surface.
Okay.
So you want to be firmly sat on the chair, not on the edge of it. Okay? Because, if you slide off a chair, you're just going to slide down and you're going to hit your hiney. And like a broken tailbone, at the least, that is extremely painful.
Yes.
And it makes the rest of life extremely painful when you're trying to heal from it, because it's then painful to sit down and it's painful to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. So, that happens so often to people. It's like they go to sit down and they're not, like the chair is not where they thought it was, and they miss the chair and sit down like that, or they just catch the edge of the chair and like it slips out. That happens so often, and it's so dangerous. Okay, happens to people in wheelchairs when people are getting in and out of wheelchairs. It happens a lot because people don't lock the wheels the way that they should do. Okay.
So Ramona is trying really hard to unmute. Can you unmute her, John?
Can I? Hold on. Ramona, hold on. Okay. I've unmuted Ramona.
Thanks, Liz. Thanks, everybody, for trying to help me. Sometimes I think he just doesn't want to hear me say anything or ask anything.
No, I unmuted everybody.
I said sometimes. Well, mine didn't do it. But
you have an iPad, so like I don't know about iPad.
I know it. The others tried to help me, and thanks everybody. So when you go between moves and your hands come out to the sides, I'm hitting the equipment here. Is there it can't go out further than this, or it should stay in closer, or your elbows should be? Is there a process to that?
No. You can add flair to it, so like the beginnings, like moving into brush, knee, and push, how your hands get from here, I did it like this, but there's no reason why you couldn't put more into it and like do this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. And then when you switch, so if we've done the first brush, knee, and push, so again you could bring your hands out, and that's all your flair. That's your personal That's your personal take on what it is. Okay. It is all based on the martial aspects of the Yang 24 posture form, but it's not intended as a martial form. So put flair into it. Put your own take into it.
My
Yeah.
style.
Put your style into it. Yeah.
Because to begin with, in the first few moves, you don't have much flourish or flair. But in that last one, coming into the final move, your arms seem to go out further, and
Yeah.
So yeah,
Again,
just wondered.
so on the last one, so we've finished with grasping the sparrow's tail.
Mhm.
Okay. So like in the Yang 24 posture form, this would all be inhale. Okay.
Mhm.
That if you want to stay relaxed, you're going to have to move pretty quickly to do that. So I like to take that a bit slower. So like I'll bring my arms up and out on the inhale,
Mhm.
and like then I'll exhale down and inhale up and exhale down. It makes it a little bit more, I think of it, it makes it a bit more relaxing, and I probably really should do that every time.
Well, I like taking the long inhale at the last.
You do?
Oh, what a great ending.
Okay.
So
like,
I was just wondering.
I personally prefer the exhale. So like that last exhale, like where you're coming down.
Yeah, but I got to get a good inhale to get that wonderful exhale.
You got to get a good exhale to get a good inhale.
Is that the yang thing? Mm-hmm. Male, female, yang thing?
Yeah, well, to an extent, but it's more of the empty cup idea.
Okay.
It's like you can only fill a cup as much as you empty it. So you can only breathe in as much as you've breathed out. You can't.
But you
can't
can
breathe.
empty it. But you can empty it a whole lot slower than you fill it, or fill it slower than you empty it.
Yes, but that doesn't. Yes. Yeah, but you have to empty the cup. You have to empty the cup before you fill out. Yeah. Most people prefer inhales because inhales are generally what makes you feel alive, and exhales don't.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good. Right. Any other questions, thoughts, anything?
John?
Yeah.
Hi. When we switch weights, shift weight and put our hand on top in accordance with that, is that the same shifting of weight and the hand on top as in the 24 form?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Yeah. So just think of it the same way as when you do grasping the sparrow's tail in the 24 form, except you're not doing the 180-degree turn.
Right.
You're just doing the, whichever one you've done. Yeah, it's the same shift and turn, bring the hand on top. So much more like Fair Maiden passes the shuttle.
Okay.
So think of the way that we do Fair Maiden passes the shuttle. Yeah, that's a much better analogy, because when we do Fair Maiden, we do the 45s. Yeah, we do 45 to the right, and then to the left, and this is very similar. So Fair Maiden passes the shuttle is more what it's like. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Good.